Everybody, welcome back to What's in My Photo channel. My name is Hello, and today we have get that out of the way. Okay, so today we have some good news, some bad news, some happy news, some somber news. Um, but today I've decided that this is the last video that you ever see uploaded on this channel. This is our last video, and it's for a multitude of reasons. Um, let's get some people in here, and then right now we're gonna talk a little. We're gonna try to talk to you guys, explain why a little bit, um, how this channel got started. Uh, we're gonna do what I always wanted to do for weeks, and that's to review the Boox No A3C, and then also give that tutorial. Sorry for everyone who wanted just to have fast video that day, but you know this is it. So I'll explain everything or answer all questions. Reason why we didn't. Let me talk proper. Hold on. The reason why we didn't give the video out right for free on YouTube, and even though we said it was going on Patreon, actually still didn't do it. And today we're gonna give the video to you guys for free on the tutorial on how to do it. We're gonna do a lot of this because this tablet is not ready for online purposes. That's a lot of personal information. So if you see me go like that a lot, it's because I'm being extra precautious, even giving not even giving a chance, because I remember Google. We freshly installed Google Chrome on the air, and for some reason it's that my information fresh install. So yeah, we won't be so we're gonna do a lot of this. We're gonna do a lot of this. This video might be half an hour, it might be 3 hours. Again, if you're new, this is the last video that we're gonna make on this channel. Might actually delete the channel for no nefarious reasons. There's nothing happened, nothing occurred. It's just, how do you say it? It needs to be done, right? We had a 1.5 year run this channel, and yeah. So if you got any questions, somebody please make a comment so I can start the comments on my end, because there's nothing to see if no one comments or anything. But again, so we're gonna explain how this channel got started, a few of the reasons why we're ending the channel, the Boox review, something we wanted to do for months, and then also that beast mode tutorial. Okay, I don't care if you hit the like button; it really don't matter at this point. But let's get a few more people in, and we get started. Hold on one second. Okay, so it's safe. Hold on. See, I'm really cautious because this, like, when we did our last live with this tablet, see, like, we did our last live with this tablet. It was online ready. Now it's not. It's like people ready, regular ready. Yeah. So, wow, 1.5 years. I guess we'll just get started how the channel got started. First off, I have to thank all our thank all our day ones. You guys meant the world to me and this channel. Hey, Arsenio. Hey, you guys meant the world to me personally, and also this channel, because you guys gave us 100 subs. 100 subs from July 2023 till around September. So that's what, July, August? No, wait, hold on, I'm bugging. It wasn't really 3 months. What's our first? Someone tell me in the comments if you're day one. I don't remember, but I think we started. No, we started in May. All right, so this is what happened. Right, this is what happened. I hold on, check this out. Look at this. You get the fingerprint button, right? You hit the fingerprint button, and then you can just go like this. Boop. That's the new update. So now you have infinite page. So no matter where you are, you could be clicking. You can click, the calculator, and then you can just scroll to the right, and you have a sheet of paper. That's the best update I've ever seen. So I'm gonna be writing while I talk, cause okay. So let me just say we started in May 2023. Started in May 2023. Okay, so I'm not looking at the views. I'm gonna just talk. I'm gonna look at the comments and talk. I'm not gonna look at the views. That's probably one of the main problems. Um, so okay, so I think April or May of 2023, I ran into some money. Right, I ran into some money, and I didn't have to, have a traditional job at the time. I Team U just came out. Team U, Shop Like a Billionaire, whatever. I found that fascinating. Shop like a billionaire, like shop like a billionaire. But before, I wanted to try something new. I always wanted to try AliExpress. I always wanted to try AliExpress. AliExpress, was that if 10 years ago, AliExpress was that thing. So I wanted to try AliExpress first, and then I would try TMU, if that makes sense. Like I said, I ran into some money, and I went on AliExpress to shop like a billionaire, even before TMU, or shop like a millionaire. Anyway, which I wasn't, obviously, but um, I'm gonna stop smacking too. I hate people do that. So I had a life before YouTube, right? Like 10 years. I would say 7 or 8 years before YouTube. I was a business owner. Um, at the time, I had to scrape and scramble for equipment, a proper camera. I had a proper camera. Let me show you the camera. Oh wait, it's in this tub. Hold on. Yeah. So I don't know the exact name, but this is a Fuji. So I had this. This. My mom helped me buy it back in 2014, and yeah, it still got batteries in it. I just put batteries in it actually. Right. So this was it. This and a cheap tripod. Actually, it was a pretty good tripod, but it was this. Uh, what is this? The Pix something. Fine Pix SJ something something. Right. So it's this. This was the camera that I used back when my old career, I guess, business owner, and yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. I didn't really clean the lens like that. Like the lens, all I needed was a microfiber cloth, some vinegar, some stuff like that. But I was scared to touch it at the time, so I used this. Where is it? I used this to death. Yeah, this doesn't do anything for you. Let me see how you work it. This is the kit that it came with. So I use this. Stupid thing. It's dry as hell right now. And then you gotta. Oh shit! I broke it. You have to slide up. Yeah, this. Anyway, you know, early 20s. You don't know what you know now. 10 years later. But anyway, um, yeah. So we had this camera, right? This and a cheap tripod, and this is all we had. Fast forward to 2020, 2021. Oh yeah, let me show you. So the pictures are excellent, right? You have like 60 zoom, I forget, but you can zoom all the way in. It always make that sound, which I didn't particularly like. 36x, wow. Let's shoot some UFOs with this. Yeah, this camera's over 10 years old. Can you believe it? I got it when it was new. First start. This gave me a lot of money starting businesses with this. But anyway, the pictures were fine, but the video was trash. Like I hit the record button. Let's see. It had to make that sound. That sound transfers on the film. Like that sound is on the film. How many X did this has more X on video than wow, 32 36X on video. I didn't know that. But trust and believe me, this is for photography, not for video. Like a lot of these DSLR now says excellent video. This video was shit. I mean trash. It had great zoom, only 36X zoom. You guys probably know where I'm going with this. Vivo at 36X. So it's back 2014. This is what we had, right? Cheap tripod, no YouTube channel, business owner, right? Just took great pictures, but the video was trash, and I always wanted video, right? Who doesn't want video? Um, I've had Samsung Galaxies, I've had Notes and everything, and the video was always trash. Like it was always garbage video on even the Galaxy, right? The Galaxy S7, the 8, the 9, the 5, the Note 9, blah blah blah, right? So it wasn't until I got my wonderful Vivo that I'm using right now actually to record. It wasn't until I got my wonderful Vivo that I was able to finally have not only great pictures, not only great zoom, but great audio and great video, right? So that was the first spark. The first spark, pardon me, the first spark was the Vivo. Can you guys hear me? Because I could put these on. I was supposed to review these too, right? These are the Turtle Beach. If you want some cheap headphones for 20 bucks, 25 bucks, that's gonna last you forever. Great audio. Just get you some Turtle Beach. I give these like a 9 out of 10 as far as what I know. Like I haven't had any Apple Max or anything, nor do I want it, but this is a great cheap budget. We didn't review this either. We'll get into that. So April, May, I got my Vivo. I finally had video. I finally had pictures. That is like DSLR quality, right? What is this? Oh god. Ay ay ay. All right, so I'm trying to speed it up. We got a lot to talk about. All right, so it's April. Out of the people that's coming in, just really quickly, before YouTube, we had a business, different business, fashion, entertainment, production, at a young age, right? 10 years ago, the camera I just showed, it had great photos, but the video was trash. I mean, garbage. I mean, the worst, even in sunlight, like the worst. So I yearned for 10 years or 9 years to be able to have video. Like you see iPhones and supposedly Samsungs and Xiaomi and all these phones with video. But, number one, they were expensive. They weren't $500 phones anymore. They were 800 and more. So, long story short, I found the Vivo X50 Pro. And, you know, it was literally, if people remember the HTC One M7 back in 2013, the camera was so trash, but they promised video. I put everything, all the hope in that phone. And it was like garbage. I still have it somewhere. Um, so long. So skip to 2020. I found a wonderful Vivo affordable phone with crazy camera, crazy zoom, crazy video. I was in heaven. I ran into some money in 2023 May, and I shot like a billionaire at AliExpress. My phone, my Vivo, was the camera. On top of just being a camera, you can, go on Facebook, share videos, share YouTubes, things like that. So I went out on AliExpress, and I swear for under $100, I bought a phone rig cage, right? The little cage, they call it a cage where you put your phone into a little, you know, like on, what people make videos for. It's called a cage, right? You put your phone so it becomes almost like a video camera, right? I bought a tripod, a cage, some nasty lights. Like this is the light that I bought. Like this is like look at this. If you want to make this is a tip. If you want to make YouTube videos, don't buy no cheap stuff like this. This will burn you batteries. They get extremely hot and they have no features. Like this is the one I'm using now. Hold on. All right, so this is the one I'm using now. This one is $30, I think, on Walmart. Not sure. And this is, I mean, it looks kind of similar, but nah. I mean, they look similar, but they're like night and day. Like this will, even though it costs like $5, it'll end up costing you 50 if you shoot every day. With this, I mean, it lasts forever. It charges, has multiple modes. It's beautiful, right? Every color of the rainbow. I'm gonna get to how it started, right? The channel. All right, let's get this garbage out of the way. All right, so where are we? Um, yeah, so all the stuff that I wanted 10 years ago when I couldn't afford it, I found it all on AliExpress for like under $100. The tripod, the two lights, the cables, the cage, this, to that, to this, to that. The whole time, there's this thing where YouTube says, you can start a channel for 500. You can monetize your channel with 500 views or 500 subs or whatever. And that's been on my mind the whole time. I never really considered making a YouTube channel, but um, but that was very palatable to only need 500 subs to be able to monetize your channel versus 1,000, right? So here I am. I have the best camera on the phone, the best camera phone in the world, the Vivo at the time. I have a tripod with a phone cage, and I'm just, it's just there collecting dust. Um, and YouTube says you can monetize for 500 subs versus 1,000 subs. Yes, YouTube is doable. I have a best camera and I have a phone cage that I'm not using. Um, and then something magical happened. I I always wanted a GPS watch. I didn't really care about all that. I didn't know what the Apple Watch was, and I'm gonna get into it, but I didn't know what the Apple Watch was. I always wanted a GPS watch, right? You can even though your phone has GPS on, that's just something about a watch, right? So this broke. So I just said one more purchase, right? I already spent $100 on stuff I'm not using, the phone cage and all that. So I just wanted one more thing. I just wanted a cheap AliExpress, GPS watch. And I saw a YouTube video. The first thing you do is go on YouTube, and I saw a YouTube video. Again, I didn't know what Apple Watch was, especially an Ultra. I don't know what that crap is. Um, I feel like I should wear headphones. Can you guys hear me okay? I just wanted a GPS smartwatch. Long story short, I watched the YouTube channels. I saw this watch and that Apple clone and this. The reason I got this one is because it's one to one. You can accessorize it exactly with Apple accessories. Long battery life, has a bigger screen, has all LED, has all these features for like $45. I said, hell yeah. So I got this. I got the Hello Watch 3. It was trash in the beginning, but I liked the way it looked, and it could tell the time. It was $45. Come find out, it looks exactly like an Apple Watch Ultra. So I used to go outside with it just to go to the store, and people thought, yeah, the only bad thing is I always broadcasted Hello Watch 3 on Bluetooth at all times. So if people are savvy, which most people probably aren't, like, come on, this looks like the Apple Watch Ultra. They will see a big ass Hello, or, Hello Watch 3 and Bluetooth. So, um, yeah, so if you guys don't know on the channel, I like to tinker with things, just like with the Boox. I like to tinker with things and figure out how it works. So I would be watching videos with this, and I would be like, yo, people aren't even getting it. Like, you can do this and that, you can do NFC, you can do this, you can do that. Nobody's even um, talking about this stuff. So I did one, just my first video, I think. Um, like no takes, first take, no script, no nothing. I just went and did it because I felt that people needed to know, like this watch can do a lot of stuff. And it wasn't about the money or anything. It was just, what is this? Oh, this broke off. Jesus, I'm not gonna hit this because of this. This doesn't even work anymore, unfortunately. I mean, it still works, but um, the charger's in the other room, so I'll have to go and get it. But the screen doesn't work. It still works, but the screen doesn't work and it times off. So how useful is that? But anyway, I wanted people to know, like this thing is awesome. And am I missing anything? Um, hmm. It's always one thing, and then when it's all said and done, you're like, oh, I remember. Let me think. No, that's pretty much it. And then you guys happen. You guys happen. The day one's like everybody has a personal YouTube channel. I've put a few, this and that, and that, and that, and that. If you know, you know. Um, I would get like 2 views, 1 view, no views. I think my first short ever with just my hand got um, like 212 views. I said, oh my god, that's crazy. But in real life, I only made like 1 view, 2 view. I made my first video with this watch and I put it on this channel. What's in my photo? And it was like 300, 500, 700 people. I said, oh my God. What? I said, oh my Lord, what the hell just happened? What did I just do? I didn't know this was an Apple Watch. I didn't know anything. I just said, this thing that I bought for $45 shipped. And I got like 500 views in a day. I said, oh my God. And then I did it again and again and again. And I got 1,000 views. Can you imagine? 1,000 people watch something you made. That is, and it just kept happening. It just kept happening and happening. And I gotta thank you guys because, you know, thank you, Avery. Oh, Ari, how do you say that? Emily, Ari, Area. Thanks for the subscribe. So yeah, but and then those times where like life happens, you don't feel good, blah blah blah, and I was just throw a video out there because and that's another thing, I got lucky. I got lucky. I got a watch that I liked. It happened to look like this, and it's the only Chinese freaking clone that has 100 updates. Like that doesn't happen. That's content. That is content. So people are interested in it, and then for some reason, this cheap Chinese AliExpress watch has updates. You guys remember? If you check the channel, there's like, I would say at least 15 updates. I've missed a few. I'm sure I missed a few in the beginning, probably. I missed a few at the end, I think. Like, I don't know. But this thing had updates. So not only did I have the equipment, the enthusiasm, the best camera, but also the freaking thing that updates. If it didn't have updates, I wouldn't probably know. It would have probably been a one or two video hit it quit a channel, and then it would have never got to where it is today. But because this cheap Chinese $45 thing has updates, and like I said on this channel, you know me, I like to tinker with things. Like I'm going to show you guys later on for free how to do this, how to do the beast mode video mode. It's going to be on this live, but if you want just that video, concise, 5 minute, 10 minute, how long it's going to be, you can get on the Patreon, you know, and we're going to talk about that also. But long story short, I love you guys. Just watch. It was just a series of, like I said, God take care of people, take care of themselves. I went out there and did it, and it just lined up. Like you can't make that up. I got the tripod, I got the cage. After getting the phone, after getting some money, after buying this watch, and this watch has updates. I mean, come on. Then I got a channel with thousands, 20,000 a video, 20,000 views videos. With Johnny Somali and stuff. And this channel wasn't always a tech channel. It's called What's in My Photo. Literally, what's in my photo, what's in my view. What am I interested in, stuff like that. But I never had the best quality audio. And it's crazy if you want to start a new YouTube channel. I haven't seen this before. This is a tip. This is a tip for you guys. Adobe Premiere Pro. You're gonna see on YouTube channel for beginners. Blah blah blah. How to make a YouTube video. Do not click render with maximum render quality. When you make your video, beautiful 1080p, 4K, at the bottom where you export, it's going to say, now you're going to want to use timeline settings, right? Use the source settings at the very top. Click that source settings or something like that, but don't click use maximum render quality because all my videos on this channel, this is another reason why this channel is ending. It never occurred to me, maybe because I was using the filter. Now there's a filter. Oh, I am missing something. But because it was a filter, I assumed it was a lot softer. It wasn't until last month of 2024, November of 2024, that I realized you're not supposed to do that because it turned a nice crisp 1080p 30 video into like 720p, I don't know, 24 for some reason because that setting uses the CPU versus the GPU. And you're gonna have thermal throttling and all that stuff. And it's just not. So when you watch YouTube, if you want to make a YouTube channel, don't hit maximum. I know they're gonna say in a lot of YouTube tutorials how to use Photoshop, especially back then, CC 2019, stuff like that. Do not hit when you export. Do not hit use maximum render quality. It sounds sweet. It sounds amazing. Maximum did it? No. All my videos are like lesser quality than what they should have, which pissed me off. But yeah, that's why you see my last few videos are crisp. My last few shorts are crisp. But anyway, the process of making the video. That's another thing. Okay, so I said what I said, but there's another point. There's another thing that I forgot to mention. I'm glad I remembered. Zolotech. Does anybody know Zolotech on YouTube? Zolotech. All he does is Apple stuff. I used to always watch his videos. His videos always come out at the same time, same day, all the time, like clockwork. And that's when I realized that this looks like an Apple Watch. I said, "Oh shit." Um, his content is great for the most part for what he does. Like you know what you're gonna get, just like Flossie Carter. Shout out to Flossie Carter. You know what you're gonna get when you watch a Flossie Carter video. You know what you're gonna get when you watch the Zolotech video. There's another one I can't remember the name of it right now, but he does Apple Arcade stuff. He has like a funny voice. Him too, but Zolotech I used to watch every day, every morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. He got a new Zolotech video, half an hour. I'm happily watching it, cup of coffee. But he also had a filter on his videos. Everything looked clean and crisp on his Zolotech video. So that's if you realize that I don't look as pale, it's because I don't have a filter on it. Which, on hindsight, I maybe should never use it. I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you like the early videos? The white filter. I think it looked clean and sharp. But looking at it now, it looks pretty good. But also I have lights. I have these lights. So yeah, so I copied Zolotech, and oh, and then he was my motivation because I was like, why doesn't Zolotech, like, I think he has like, I don't know, single, I mean not single, he probably got like double, maybe even triple digit subs, like 100,000 or less or something like that. I said, why? Like, why isn't he making his content is good? And then as I was watching this video, it timed out, like it ended, and I saw his thumbnails. You know, you have like 12 thumbnails in a series like this. The thumbnails. I said, that's why his thumbnails are trash. And I said, I could do better than that. Right? I got Photoshop skills from, like I said, my previous life as a business owner. I learned Photoshop. I learned video editing. I learned CAD. I learned fucking everything. So I said I could do better thumbnails. And yeah. So, and I got lucky. Like I said, the cheap Chinese watch has so many updates. And so again, I'd like to thank you guys. I love you all. It was a hell of a ride. The reason why this channel is ending is for multiple reasons, but for the main reason is Google. There's no ifs, ands, buts, maybes. If you're not on Google's good side, or for whatever reason, look at the views. I mean, look at them. It doesn't matter the content. It doesn't matter the content. It doesn't matter the thumbnails. Like they tell you, do everything right, right? You gotta have the description matches the thumbnail, matches the hot topic of today, matches this, da 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 da. If you're not on Google's graces, you ain't gonna get nothing. I'm telling you. I'm here to tell you. Right? We tried everything. The Johnny Somali stuff worked, but and that's another thing. You know what's funny? I have Johnny Somali footage that you're supposed to put out good stuff people never seen because I was an avid Johnny Somali watcher, and I just have everything. But I don't know, man. Now that I think about it, shit, this channel, I don't know. You guys want to watch Johnny Somali? Looks people logged off. I must be talking to Koreans. Um, I was gonna say, oh, but so as far as YouTube and why the channel's ending, YouTube is like your parent as an adult, but treats you like a child. What I mean by that is your parents, once you become adults, say 18, your parents become your teacher, so your advisor. They tell you you should do, but they don't tell you you're going to do. And they lay everything out, right? They lay everything out, and they say these are your options. You could take it or you cannot take it. Whereas YouTube, they lay everything out to tell you, but they're telling you what you're going to do. Right? Your parents, when you're an adult, they tell you, they advise you. They say, okay, this is what you need to do. You can do it or not. It's up to you. Whereas YouTube, they'll lay it out for you, but you're going to need it. For example, on our next channel, and let's talk about that at the end. The next channel, the new channel, um, we're gonna try to do it that way. You're gonna try to go to the seminars if you have an account, if you have a business account. I mean, not a business. If you have a channel, you got tips and tricks and this and that. And I agree with a lot of it, like the search engine optimizations and the trending words and the keyword finder and all that stuff was in the back of my head. Never used it because if you can see, if you can see our last video that was in that normal that early era, that last year era, where just good video gets views was what? I let you think about plugging the phone. It's about to die. I'm gonna have to go back and forth between charging. Actually, I don't. Let me get a cable real quick. I'm charging. Oh, I wish you guys can see. I'm linking like both lights with one cable. I'm such a nerd. All right, give me 1 second so I can charge the phone and charge. That's one thing about this piece of trash. This is garbage. You wanna know why this is garbage? I have to literally, if I'm watching Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson in VR with my Quest, my Oculus Quest, If I fucking, and I hate the curse, if I have this in here like that on the top one, it will literally take the battery. For no, even if it's on the wall, it'll take the battery. So I'll be like, why the hell did it just die? Or if I would charge it fully, I'm like, why the hell did it just die? And that look is in the top one. So the Quest, I gotta make sure. That's why it's always at the bottom one. I shouldn't have to do that with something that costs $80 and they promise you the world, but you know, like anything, right? So let me get a cable so I can charge the phone, keep talking to you guys. I love you all. Give me 1 second. That's some quality cable right there. I'm telling you. Now let me stop playing around. Phone's on 3%. Give me 1 second, people. Hold on. 1 second. All I did was put it in the hole. What is so hard? Alright, none of that sentence made sense. Alright. There we go. And that's another thing. If you guys notice the lights got slightly dim, let me do it again. Watch. I'm gonna plug the cable into the anchor and watch this. You probably see sort of fluctuate as to quote, renegotiate, which is garbage. Like literally. So where was I going? What was I talking about? YouTube. That's why I gotta use this feature. Oh my god. Look at that. You guys thought it was off. Nope. You can just start writing. I love this thing. We're gonna review this today, right now, but let me think. What were we talking about? Does anybody know? It's been almost 40 minutes. So thank you guys for listening. What were we talking about? Let me see. YouTube, YouTube algorithm, YouTube. Yeah, basically like YouTube. Just is YouTube like something I did, something we did a long time ago. I'm not gonna lie. There's some things that I can personally say happened. Like for example, I guess flooding the at what photo, everywhere. Like maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe it's because I literally will watch the same video over and 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 over again on what photo channel. Maybe that has something to do with it. It wasn't because I was trying to get views artificially. It was because I wanted to get that experience that everybody else was getting experience. And that's one thing that scared me about making content is that you think you're not gonna want to watch yourself, but surprisingly, like I'm my number one fan. Like I watch the videos over and over again. Like I just love them. I watched this so much, especially the one with the rock and roll. Oh man, what was that one? The one with the Apple Watch tear down versus the cheapest Apple Watch clone teardown. That music I created myself. I listened to that till my ears bleed. Literally, this was like an ear too. That's crazy. But yeah, so maybe that has something to do with it. Watching my own videos, which I knew was wrong probably, but I couldn't help it. That's what I want that experience. I do. I just the ads, the everything. I want that experience. Putting that everywhere on Reddit, stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know what Google have done. I didn't really do what they say as far as Google Trends and keyword finder and all that stuff. Like I just because I didn't do it before. Like I said, the anchor video is the last video of that era. You can see I got five. Most of the videos on the channel. Hold on, somebody's at the door. Hold on. Okay. All right, we're back. Oh man, I keep forgetting what we were saying, but I got a thing right here. Let's put this right there. A little memento for the channel. What are we talking about? Can anybody tell me? I know somebody wrote LOL. Hey Amy, your name looks familiar. Very familiar. X1 Amy. Or 1X. 1X, yeah, I wish. Um, the freaking 1X, HTC 1X back in the day. The nice kid. Look at this. This is my phone. You guys don't understand. You're probably young. You don't get it. This wasn't always possible. Anyway, um, speaking of X, um, YouTube is a Google. I'm de-Googling everything. Like, I don't use Chrome anymore. I use Brave. Brave is everything that you want from Chrome and none of the stuff that you don't. They're not a sponsor and I'm not advertised. I'm telling you. Brave is annoying. Brave browser. This browser right here. Hold on. And I gotta charge the tablet too. Oh my god. I'm charging the phone, I'm charging the lights, I'm charging the tablet. That tell you this was completely unscripted, unscrupled. But yeah, this browser right here, this browser right here. If I keep going like this, it's because I'm being extra safe because but yeah, the Brave browser I'm telling you is it's annoying. It's freaking annoying how good this thing is. I can't get rid of tabs. I can't get rid of. Anybody know Chrome? If you restart your computer or whatever, the tabs, the tabs, just gone. They're not in the history. They're not nothing. I got sick and tired of that. This is annoying. You, if unless you press X, that tab is going to be shown forever. And I have an old laptop. I clean it. I do everything. Everything is spick and span, clean everything. But it's old. 4K video cannot run on Chrome on my laptop, but it can on Brave browser with like 500 megabytes of RAM versus 3 gigs on Chrome just to play 4K. Like, come on. Anyway, um, where am I going? Brave browser. Uh, another reason why this channel is going to end, you're gonna cancel this channel is because, you know, um, my ex. If you guys remember earlier on, look at that. This is what I'm talking about. You don't even have to. The screen is completely off, and now you have this off thing of the last thing, whatever you want. Like it looks like the screen is off, but it's completely off. And I mean, it's happened anyway. After 10 years, you know, after 10 years, I'm gonna be on my own again, which is cool. You know, I'm a grown man, grown, but it's gonna be a little different. You know, you be with somebody, living with somebody for 10 years, and then boop, you know, things are shifting at that level. Um, so it's that, it's relationship, you know, single, gotta make money, stuff like that. Nobody's talking about a 9 to 5, fuck that, but um, you know, it's different. 10 years, that's you grow up together, literally. Especially if you go different places. Like if you stay in the same space, you basically probably gonna be the same people. But if you travel and it's just you and them, yeah, you guys gonna grow together. And, you know, I'm not sad. I'm just saying, you know, who's gonna pay my half? The other half. No, I'm joking, but it's that. It's just Google. I'm de-googling everything. um, on the new channel, which has gonna have nothing related to this channel at all. It's gonna be I'm gonna think and figure out what do I like, what do I want to do, and I'm also gonna do research to figure out what people want and stuff like that. I'm not just gonna go out and like I did the first time with the Hello Watch. I'm not gonna go out and just do it. Um, I'm de-googling. Google's an idiot when it comes to this. This channel's marked. You ever feel like mafia? Like you marked, you're done. You're done. You're marked. You're done. You got a two stripes on your test. On your drug test, whatever. You're done. Um, I don't know what to talk about with that, but I don't know what that life is, but um, yeah. There's more reasons. Neighbors, fucking noisy. If you hear most of my videos, I made videos in two locations, um, and there's always noise in the background. Different people, same action. So I gotta figure that out. I'm not making the noise. It's always a right every video. That's another reason. Um, I don't know. Um, I mean, there's so many things I could have done that we could have done on the channel, like the Subway. We're supposed to have a video of how to eat a. Anybody ever buy a Walmart sub like the Italian footlong, and it's not enough sauce. Like it's just not enough sauce. It's gonna be a video to show you how you basically you open the packet, you spread. This is how you know the channel's ending. I don't have no more use for this stuff. But I also know how to hack a sandwich, how to hack a tablet, hack a sandwich. You basically take half the sauce, you spread it on the meat. You don't spread it on the bread. You spread it on the meat because the bread's just gonna absorb it, right? Most people they buy the Walmart foot long. They just open it up and put the sauce. And no, you don't do that. You don't put it on the bread. You're gonna lose the sauce. You gotta put it on the meat. Spicy the meat, wet the meat. Pause, giggity, and oh, double pause, Jesus. And I'm from New York, and let me say, you put the sauce on the meat, and depending on if you're fighting with your wife, like if that was our meal for the day. We lived, like I said, our first video back. We lived in a hotel for like almost 3 months, and we'd be scrapping over that sandwich, man. That shit was good, man. $6, what? You gotta learn how to make a spread. Pause. So, giggity. So you put the sauce on the meat, and then you take okay. So you take the sauce on the meat. I would say take about a third. It doesn't take that much. You put the sauce. You open the sandwich all the way up. You put the sauce on the meat, and if depending on if you share it or not, you take another third and you just put it on as you eat. You put a little bit on the top and bite it. You get the spread on the meat, and then you also get a little bit of sauce on every bite. So people who say, the Walmart heroes don't have enough sauce, that's how you do it. And if you're sharing with another person, like I said, you have a third on the meat, a third per bite for you, and a third per bite for them. And that's how you do it. But, that stuff, it was Johnny Somali marathons with new footage. It was this review. It was tips and tricks and everything, which we still can do. I mean, the channel hasn't gone anywhere. There's no strikes. There's no copyright strikes. There's nothing nefarious. There's nothing to hide. We made the conscious decision not to put our face on the video. And then you got comedy. You got comedy. You got everything. If anybody remember the red meat special, that didn't happen for reasons. Um, Another reason why I'm deleting the channel, and this is the last video, is because before this update, this is the latest update on the Boox. Before this update, you saw how earlier I tap and something popped up? I tap. I consciously did it, but at the same time I tap. The only reason I consciously did it is because I assumed that it was being backing up to Google Drive or whatever I had on at the time, which it wasn't. had no reason not to. It did it the first few days. It would just back up everything, and it just stopped. It just stopped. Um, so I tap indiscriminately. I assumed it was updating, and the only reason still have some stuff left is because the first few weeks, I'm gonna say 2 to 3 weeks, the Dropbox or the OneDrive or the whatever was updating like it should, and it just stopped working. So I have the notes and stuff that I had when it was working, and then also some that I uploaded myself to that platform, OneDrive or Google Drops or whatever the heck. But I lost like 60% of my content because this stopped working the way it should, and on the last update. So that was a gift and a curse because it relieved. Like I'm always creating, I'm always thinking of stuff. So it was kind of a relief to have to start over, so to speak. But I also lost a lot of stuff, like a lot of the comedy, like the new stuff, like the add-on stuff, gone. The Boox review, I had 3 pages literally of stuff to say about this thing. That's gone. Um, a lot of personal notes, a lot of stuff was gone. That was very disappointing. That's another reason why the comedy didn't happen. But like I said, it was a relief. I'm always creating, so it is what it is. Yeah, so all those reasons and more is the reason why I just think it's time. Then it's just to make content, to make great content. Like we all know, even if you don't create content, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. We all know there's 2 types of videos, right? There's the detailed ones, but then there's also those one hit or miss videos where it don't even matter. It's like one sentence title. It's like a 30-second video and it blows up to make 1 million. We all know those videos, and we also know great content videos. But to be consistently making great content videos, like every video I made in 2024, I think was better and better each time. From the anchor video to the second version of the anchor video, night and day. Like I came out with bangers, banger after banger, and it's not hitting. And YouTube. If this actually, I can show you right now. Hold on. YouTube. YouTube actually says this. I have a screenshot on my phone, but I'm using it right now. So let me see if I can find it on here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be very careful, so I'm gonna go off screen for a second. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me see. YouTube. What is the word I'm looking for? Limits views. Limits views for creators under. Let's see. Excuse me. What am I looking for? YouTube limits. What is the word? Like when people can discover you, like, oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. YouTube limits your. Come on, you guys, right? This is your last chance you're gonna get on this channel. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? YouTube limits like your over like your broad like your I don't know the word for it. It limits your like your outreach. I can't think of the word. YouTube limits your watches. This could be it. Let me see. Quality over quantity. Nah, this is just all stuff that they tell you. maximize your views. I don't know. I can't find it right now, but I have a screenshot on the phone, and like they literally limit the amount of people that can see you for safety, for protection. I don't know the right wording, but basically, if you have say under 500 subs or something, like you can get 50 subs and you can go live, but you're like under 500, under 300, I forget. They limit the number of people that your videos reach. Like they actually says that on the terms of service, it limits the reach. Meaning, if you do everything right, if you do everything right, under safety, they like you say, you got the tags, the you have the tags, the right tags, the right description, the right content, the proper content, um, great description, everything, that whole thing. They will actually limit the amount of people that will reach you, even if they search you. They will limit that, like limit it because of safety, and that's some bullshit. You know, you've done followed the whole list of what to do, and just because and like so if you don't have the reach, how you gonna get the subs? If you don't have the subs, how you gonna get the views? Because they limit you. This is a game. It's a game. It's a nasty game, and I ain't in it. And neither are you. You know, you have a top few, and I am so over Google. Like I don't use Google. I don't use Chrome. I mean, I'm just de-googling everything. There's so much. There's a better world out there, people. You don't need Google. The only thing you might need Google for is like, say, like, I don't know. They already have your information, so I would say as like a backup, a free backup. Like use them to help you. Like use their backup services. That's pretty much it for me. Like I'm not gonna use any service. Like I'm so done with Google. And they coming out with this Gemini 2.0 or whatever. No, thank you. No, thank you. But anyway, all right. So who wants to see the Boox review? What do you want to see first? Do you want to see the review, or do you want to see the beast mode video mode tutorial? Either hit the like button or make a comment. Would you like to see the Boox review? We'll review this tablet on the latest software. And that's another thing. And this kind of on us. This is on me. I could have reviewed it. I mean, I wanted to review this before I updated, so that's more content, right? You have version one update and then version two, or whatever. But I'm glad that this update, this is a totally new device. I don't know what the other thing was, but it actually made the screen brighter. That's like people say, you say a certain word, it makes your teeth whiter. You know, comedy, it make your teeth white. They figured it out. So basically, there was a little bit of yellowing happening right here. I don't know because I'm left-handed, right? So I had the taskbar on this side. I'm not sure just because of this more activity. But anyway, it started to yellow over here. And the update, which is stated on the update as well, the whole thing is brighter. The colors pop way more. And as far as the discoloration, there's two things, right? So you can see, this is e-paper. You can see the discoloration head on the most. Like you can see the most head on. Head on, I would say it's probably a third. So however dark it was, it's now a third head on. On an angle, where before you can see it, it's completely gone at an angle. So and then the whole screen as a whole is more vibrant, way more vibrant. Yeah. And then the software, forget about it. Before you had these tabs spaced apart. I guess this is the review now. You had these tabs spaced apart, and now that it's just all right. So the first thing is hardware, right? I see a lot of reviewers. I need to. All right, so this is kind of annoying though. Like the screen's off, but like I still think it does that. Um, how can I charge this real quick? I guess I'll just take it out of. I'll take it out of the lights. They've been charging for a little bit, thanks to Anchor. No, thank you. So a lot of people forget to mention this is probably one of the best features um, that nobody ever mentioned. It has an LED. See that? I don't know how long we're gonna do this live, but once it charges, it's a blue. It turns from red to blue. Nobody ever mentions the light. So let me take it out, and then you plug it back in on an angle. There's the red light. Nobody ever mentioned that ever. You'll never find that. It has so it has the Wi-Fi antenna. That's the orange. I can't really flip it because it's plugged in. It has a power button slash It has a power button slash fingerprint sensor, which a lot of devices don't. I don't understand why people buy those. You can literally go like this in 2 seconds. I got an idea. Boop, boop. That's it. Or you can just keep it like that. Look at that. 2 seconds. Boop. You start writing. And you just close it up. You can save battery. And it's right there, your notes. I don't understand how people choose other things. Maybe people just, I don't know, it's not like it's Apple or anything. Like people have these super notes and these remarkables and they swear by it. It doesn't do that. Look at this. I can get like I don't even know if the screen is off or on. I can go like press power button to wake. I could be in a totally different. Let me show you something. Alright, so this is our girl. I could be sitting here. It says 8:30 something. Okay, so I could be sitting here watching this beautiful lady. The screen off. It'll always be there. It'll always be there for at least a month. At least a month. You can just, if you like, are inspired by art or whatever. Like I think she looks. Anyway, I tried to draw her. I'll tell you why I tried to draw her. But yeah, right now it's dead. Right, it's just sitting there. You get an idea, right? That's what this tablet is for. You get an idea. One Mississippi, two Mississippi. Look at that. And now I'm drawing. Let's try it again. Look at this. Let me turn the screen off. Hit refresh. Okay. Oh my god, I got an idea. Let me hurry up before my idea runs out. Fingerprint, swipe, to Mississippi. And I'm now drawing. You can't get that remarkable. I dare you to show me. I dare anybody to show me. That's not happening. But yeah. So it has another thing. Okay, so you have the fingerprint sensor slash power button, nice and thick. See? I have thick hands. You can just press it. You can do it sideways. It has the power LED. It has the antenna bands, right? Oh, orange. It has on the back the specification for voltages and stuff. It's longer the serial number. Don't copy that. Giggity. It has two speakers, man. Two speakers. I'm gonna just tell everything because, like I said, I wanted to do this video for a long time. It got even more detailed because the update makes it twice as good, right? So I like to say, but it has two speakers. I'm gonna miss you guys. You guys have been awesome, man. for 100 people to watch your video, I mean, you fall in love, man. I'm trying to tell you, you guys have been, oh my God, more than friends. You guys are definitely friends, definitely my friends. Um, I mean, like the story, how the story goes, family. You guys have supported more than some family, to be honest. I mean, let's say I have 100 family members. 100 family members ain't gonna watch not nearly anything like that. You know, you guys, even like when we were living in a hotel and all that stuff, I thought about you guys every day. I didn't just say that, like I really meant it. Like I wanted to make videos for you guys. I wanted to do a lot, you know, and I thought I would come back for season two. You know, would be. I mean, come on, look at the stuff we did in season one with just the Hello Watch to what we do now with the, you know, all the content. I mean, and YouTube is not reciprocating, and there's a reason why. Like if you, I can't think of the name right now, but if you Google it, it just says they limit because of your number of subscribers. You can't get subscribers if they limit it. And another thing, oh, I forgot about this. When the information got deleted before the update on this device, I'll say, which is, I'm gonna admit that's my fault for procrastinating a little bit. I had a lot to do, but I went on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Kick. If you go right now on Kick or Kick or Instagram or Rumble or Twitch or Discord or any of that, we have for the most part the only handle that says at photo. Like it's owned. Like we own it. But I did it all at one day. And that was around the time everything got deleted. And I deleted all that, all the like, you know, it's not just a single password anymore. I mean, it's numbers, it's symbols, it's all this crap that you're not gonna remember, right? I don't know about you, but I don't use the same password for everything. It's like 40 characters and da 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 da. I had it all on here and I lost it. So that's another reason why I'm like, you know, forget the channel. It's just maybe it's just not worth it. But nevertheless, you have two speakers. You have a USB Type C fully featured. No, that's not dirt, is it? Let me see. No, it's not dirt. It has some type of weird like holes. Like, see, I don't know if that's just a hole to screwing in. I've never seen that before. It's on top and bottom. It's like four little holes. I mean, surfaces. Yeah, so you have four speakers. Look at that. One, two, well, two speakers. I mean, you have two mics, two speakers, the USB-C port, and the SD card slot, which is amazing. If you can look closer, this is what we wanted to say earlier. If we made a video about this, can we focus this? Let me see. Ay, ay, ay. Hold on. Okay, so if we can see, the upper part of the USB-C port is thicker than the bottom part. So it's kind of at an angle. Like you kind of have to, you can't just plug it in. You have to lift it up and in. If you're just trying to plug it in, it's going to break something eventually. So if you're trying to plug it straight, it's not really going to go. You got to kind of give it some slack and then charge it. Red light. On this side, you have nothing. On the bottom, you have nothing. And on the back. Alright, so let's talk about the keyboard because that is the best feature. Excuse me. I don't have Outlook, but I'm be careful just in case. Alright, so create account. Wait, nope, nope, nope. I'm not taking any chances. Hold on. Alright. Wait. See? I knew it. No, wait. Like if I type any letter. Alright. Um. All right, the letter Y and U is safe. Okay, so let's just look at this. This is why this keyboard, if you watch absolute last video of tech, not like funny videos, but tech, outside this is the best keyboard in it is. You see that little clock right there? See that clock? You hit that button, you hold it down like any, simple button, and watch this. You have the date and the time. And I'm sure you can edit that. Let me hit it again. Look, hit that button. You have the date and the time. What keyboard does that? And then what else? You can you can you can literally, how do you do it again? Snap. Oh wait, I'm already there. So you can literally write your response on the screen, anywhere on the screen. So you can go to, and it writes. That is crazy. W, let's see, Y. I mean, it literally just works. Or you can press this button and use your hand. Alright, so as far as the review, okay, this is the Boox Note Air 3C. This is the Boox Note Air 3C. If you're thinking about buying one for Christmas, you got like 4 or 5 days left. What Marcus Brownlee, Unbox Therapy, and a lot of other YouTubers fail to realize. Number one, this is not a device that you get on loan or even for free by Amazon or any developer or publisher, and you're going to learn it in a day or two and then review it. I think a lot of them made that mistake thinking that that's why if you watch a lot of the earlier, like the first Boox reviews from not only MKBHD, but Unbox Therapy, Austin Evan, you name it, iJustine, Linus Tech Tips, there was a lot of dead air, meaning, when they're when they're trying to do something, it's usually they got the pen in the air like they don't really know what to do. It's just all over the place. You're not gonna learn this in a week. You're not even learning in a month. You have to learn it as you use it. It has to be your spouse almost. You gotta grow up with it because to the limits because the update changed everything, and that's something you can't. But the overall application are the same. It's just update makes things better, but overall it's the same. So let me plug the lights back in. Hold on. I gotta toggle between power and the lights. My phone and the tablet with 2 cables. All right, so yeah, this is not a tablet. This is just like USB Type C. You have USB Type C. Um, Not every USB Type C port. Not every what the? That's another thing. The update made rotating. Before you go like this, it won't rotate. Now it does it almost stupidly. But yeah, um, this is like a USB Type C port. A USB Type C port can have anything. It can have freaking lightning, right? I think it's lightning, a Thunderbolt. It can have USB 3, USB 4. I've seen USB 2, right? That's this. This is not a tablet. If you're gonna go for a tablet, this ain't it. This is a e-paper device disguised as a tablet. It's like Jay-Z disguised as a rapper. You can't hide a rapper inside of this. I forgot how he said it, but um, why are the batteries? Oh my God, Anchor, man. The lights, I'm wasting time because the lights aren't charging because I have to plug the Anchor in and plug it out. Oh my God, yo, anybody want an Anchor 733? I'll give it to you for 33 cents. Hold on, 'cause these lights are about to die. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I'll just, talk to you guys. I do. I truly do love you guys. Like, if I just throw out a video, it's not even charging. If I just throw out a video, if I just throw out a video, okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So if we just throw out a video that was, maybe like you guys were the barometer, and for some reason, no matter what video, if it was a good day, if it was a bad day, and just a regular person making videos would see 700, 1,700, 2,300 views. Now, I wish there could have been more likes, but I don't hit every like button myself. So, um, but to see that and to see the same people consistently, it's the consistency that made it like anything, right? You keep giving the girl flowers or candy, or she keeps giving you compliments, from woman to man. And eventually, just like Morgan Webb on G4 TV, people who don't know what that is, but back in the day, Morgan Webb is not the most attractive female like Olivia Munn, but you see every day, every day, every day, you start to. That's like this. That's like anything like this. You can't use it for a second and think you're going to master it. Even the masters, like MKBHD and Linus Tech Tips, had so much dead air. If you go back and watch, say, a year ago, a lot of them got their tongues out and they got their pen in the air, like, okay, how did I do this? And they'll do a silly laugh. No, because they don't know what they're doing. This device, I'm telling you, look at this. The screen is off. I have an idea. Screen on, fingerprint sensor, swipe to the right. 2 seconds, I'm writing. You can't get that from anything else. You just can't. This is not the thinnest, but it's the thinnest brand, right? The latest one, which is a 13.3 inches, only 4.5 millimeters thick. But anyway, this is the Note Air 3C, right? So we did the hardware. We have the buttons, the cutouts, the buttons, the cutouts. Does anybody want to see the video? The beast mode video mode tutorial? Do you just want to see more of the review? Maybe you want to buy it from Amazon. You can get this from Amazon for $4.99 free shipping. It'll probably be to your door before Christmas. So I already showed the keyboard. Let's keep showing the keyboard. Let's go somewhere safe though. Where is safe? I don't ever use. There's nowhere safe. Oh, check this out though. You see this app right here? This is why people bought the latest Apple iPad, right? 3 times 3. Watch this. 9. So this is that whole Apple feature that people bought the Apple thing for the iPad when it's here right on the books. Do Remarkable do this? Does Supernote do this? Does Kindle Color Soft? Does it do that? Can it do this? Let's see. 16 times 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Look at that. I bet that's accurate. 0 times 0.99. Oh, 0. So, yeah. Let's try a note. I think a note would be safer. So, let's go notes. Give me 1 second. Alright, so you have the note. Personally, I don't use these personally, but look how many templates you have. You have recent, which is blank. You have all of these for your schedules and stuff. You have work. I don't even know what these are. Calendar. You have color coded, and that's just me. I'm not the type. I can't use a black and white e-paper tablet and pretend that this is green or this is blue. This shade of gray is really green. No, no, you need color. If for nothing else but stuff like this, is why you want a color Boox. No Air 3C, 4C. I've seen the 4C had a little bit of issues. I've never seen this. I've never heard of this. No Air 3C had any issues. So the choice is yours. Personally, I don't like the logo. I love this orange accent on the top. The Air 4C has black logo at the bottom. It kind of looks like everybody else at that point, you know. But yeah, you have study, you have the pyramids, you have all these beautiful colors. Look at this. So this could be your notebook, right? I'm so tempted. I'm gonna do it. Hold on. So if we go here, we click OK. Now this literally becomes your notebook. Look at that. Just by proxy of the design, that is your notebook. Doesn't it like a notebook? And then you can just use your fingerprint. You can sign your name. Hello. And that is your notebook. Look at that. It's in color and everything. I mean, you can't tell me that's not too machismo. You can't tell me that's not too machismo. I mean, look at that. I'm so New York right now. Isn't New York taking L's? Let me see. Let me swipe. So it's just a template. But yeah. But check this out. Let's go to Notepad 4. I actually haven't tried any of these since the update, but I already know. So there's more colors on the update. I don't even know how to phrase any of this because a lot of people, like, I didn't show, which is my fault, but I didn't show before the update and after, like I usually do with, the Hello Watch and everything. So, but I'm here to tell you that they added more colors. So instead of like 8, I mean, look at those rich colors, man. Oh, I gotta tell you the settings. But yeah, look at that. You have any color in the rainbow. You got different marker tips. You can pick blue or black. Look at that. That is beautiful. Okay, and you can erase. That is remarkable. Oops. I mean, this thing is just so versatile. I really wanted to show something. So basically, you can collapse the menu. It always goes to exactly where you put it. You click the menu. You enhance the menu by clicking then the big button. You can go to shapes, which is, if anybody know anything about Photoshop, just to make a freaking circle or a triangle on Photoshop or a square is a pain. With this, you can literally make a line, you can make a point, and then you can have a connected point, and then another point, and then you make it connect. Okay, but check this out though. Let me see. Is it gestures? This is all brand new now because of the update. And again, I'm gonna miss you guys, but it's not goodbye. It's more like a see you later. This channel has been a great experiment for a year and a half. It's been a eye awakening experience, right? From somebody who just got a teeny Hello Watch that got so lucky with updates to now doing $500-$600 devices, but the views just aren't there, and it's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's Google's fault. They literally said it will limit you. So yeah, but check this out. So we just made. Let me see. These are gestures. Let me see if I can just outright do it. What I'm trying to do is make a square. Huh. Let's see. Let's see. Let's go to more. Customize toolbar. Maybe they changed it. Search. Position. Share. What's position? I'm trying to look for a way before the update you can make a triangle or I think I know where it is. You can make a triangle and a square. That's one thing about this. In case you're trying to buy it on Amazon, you can get it before Christmas probably. You have to actually tap the. How many people actually tap the word versus the arrow? I usually tap the arrow, but you tap the arrow. Oh wait, maybe it's the other way around. Hold on. Let's go to more gestures. Like I said, I really haven't explored since the beautiful update. Let's see. Click the. Oh, okay, okay. Before you had to click the. When you wanted to go back, you had to click the word, not the arrow. Now it's either or. I'm telling you, this is an entirely new device. But let me show you guys real quick because you're not gonna get this on any other device out of the box. I don't see a way to do it. Does it fill? You know, maybe I have to just press every single tab because clearly everything is brand new, right? It has the little tutorials. Let me see fill. Oh, okay, you can fill black. I mean, they just made this thing 100% better. Let's see. You still got fill the black in there, right? And just say you want to change it like I'm trying to. You can just hit the back button, the undo button. You can just fill it that way. Why isn't it filling? Why is it fill black? What the? Let's go back a few. Sorry, people. I'm just trying to bomb you guys. This is our last video on this channel. If you want to know, which is coming up real soon, the for free, we're going to give you the full tutorial on how to do beast mode so you can watch smooth 30 frames per second, full color, full resolution video with minimum ghosting for free. If you want to just watch that, you can go onto our Patreon later on today or tomorrow and get that video. But and other things that we have on the Patreon, which is another thing that we didn't really utilize. But why would we when YouTube is doing what they do best? Okay, so you don't fill the colors. Look what I was doing. I was trying to fill the colors from the pencil. I was like, why is it just black? This is the pen brush. You have to fill the color here. Okay, so let's go. Let's go pink. Look at that. But you can fill the color green. Make it. Look at that. Isn't that remarkable? You go from green to yellow. Look at that. Without a refresh. Look at this. If I have to refresh the screen, there's no point since the update. Before the update, you kind of had to. Let's go gray. We can do this all day. This is a paid app. When you're using the Kindle Color Soft, just to try to do this as a paid app. No other tablet really has this, especially with the refresh and everything. But it's not really the refresh. It's actually my settings. But we'll get to that. What I'm trying to do. So if we click any one of these, it's gonna have a. It's gonna have a Look at these features, man. Timestamp, link to website, link to file, link to notes attached. I don't use any of this, which I should. I'm an idiot. Yeah, AI. Okay, here it is. It was AI the whole time. I knew it. They switched it from something. It was something else. It said something else. instead of AI. But look at this. This is what I was looking for. I had no idea it was AI. But now I think about it, look at this. You can basically draw a shape and it becomes that shape. How many times on Photoshop, on the desktop, Photoshop, how hard is it to draw a triangle? How hard is it to put this feature in other e-paper tablets like the Kindle, the Remarkable? They don't have this feature. But now I see it's AI. So look, you have Shape Perfect. All this stuff is new to me. You have Scribble. Look at that. That's the coincidence. Scribble. I'm gonna show you guys all of it. We gonna be here all day. We're just gonna have to keep charging between the device, the phone, and the lights with two cables because Anchor doesn't know how to make chargers. But look, so it's AI. You have Shape Perfect, lasso recognition. That's another one. Scribble erase, text recognition. Oh my God, you can actually text recognize on the notes in real time. I'm telling you guys, this would have been good content. There's nothing wrong with the channel. We can continue from today on. I don't know, maybe if you guys have a real strong, um, if you guys have a real strong, uh, like for this video, maybe we'll reconsider, but I don't think we will, but we'll see. So let's do the shapes. Look at that. Look at that. Let's do a darker color. Let's draw a circle. And guess what? Look at that. It's not only shapes. You guys thought it was just shapes, huh? Look at that. You can do a line, circle. Now, I'm wondering, can you go back and do it? Like, can you make a circle? And okay, so it's only the top one, but still, a triangle. I mean, look at that. I'm having so much fun, and then you can feel it. Giggity. Look at that. Look at that. And before the update, there was only like 8 colors. Let's see what happens when you overlap the colors. Because before it wouldn't mix well. That's stupid. Why did I just do that? I keep forgetting fill mixed up with RTU streams. I'm so if people don't understand what I'm saying. Like I'm losing views. I'm having so much fun. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see green. Oh, they changed it. So before the update, in the middle, it would mix. It would just look nasty until you refresh. Let's see. Yup, that is beautiful. So I can't explain it. Like I said, I wish we would have gave the real post update or pre-update. But to get this result, you had to refresh. Otherwise, it would be behind the blue would be behind the green, or it would mix nasty, kind of like it is now. Only that's only because see that box, I hit something. Before that box, it was normal. So let me see. I do a full refresh. That box is still there. See that? You can change the sizes. Look at that. Look at that. Now you can take the lasso, smart lasso. You can just take a whole chunk out of it, and then you can move it. Oh wait. Let's see. Well, I haven't used all of these, but I basically wanted to just show this because there's no settings, there's no anything. I think if you have a page, if you want a new page, you just hit that button. If you want to go back, hit the back button. And if you wanted to say you have 50 pages, you want to see all your pages, you can just hit the in between. And look at that, they actually fixed it on the update. So before, we pretty much text like the title, like the thumbnail name, and it would be a fuzzy, smaller representation of the actual picture. This looks like the picture, right? So I can do a second page. This is pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. There's a lot of features on here that I'm not familiar with. I'm doing it in real time, but let's try to start. Hold on. This is what I wanted to show you because this is very hard for Photoshop. Not only competitive tablets, competitors, not competitive, competitors. Um, and choose a different color. Let's go black again. They have different brushes. The only brush on this that actually has tilt, like the iPad Pros, and the iPad. I don't even know the names for them, but anyway, the only one that actually has tilt. This has tilt function. This pen. The only thing that has like tilt. I don't know the word for it. Where you can like shade would be naturally the pencil, right? You're not gonna shade with a pen. Look at this. You can shade or you can draw straight. You can shade. I mean, come on, man. This thing is so amazing. You can shade with the pencil. Maybe it should be the new channel. Just ASMR drawing pencil. Or you can just draw straight. Or you can press harder. Or you can draw lightly. Or you can shade. You can tilt. Let me see. I'm not a pro at this. Kind of. So I can't do it. Let me see. Oh, and that's another thing. That's the. You see this nub? I literally made it 10 times worse than it was before I started this video. I had too much fun. Look at that. That's one bad thing about this. Is that look at that mushroom. I literally I literally ran out of I literally ran out of it came with two pens. It came with two pens. This is the pro pen with the eraser. It also came with the standard pen, which I said in the other video I actually kinda admire and kinda like. Like if you don't get this $80 pen, or was it 50? I forget, $50 pen. You still gonna have a good time. You just gonna have to you're not gonna have the eraser, you're gonna have to press the eraser button, which is pretty cool because they have different eraser modes. Like you can either do stroke eraser, which is explanatory, or you can do this is new. I haven't seen this before. You have lasso. I'm guessing you can circle and erase. You erase layers. You can erase all layers. Do not erase graphics. These are all new features. Look at that. I would have loved to review this for you guys, but this channel is no more. Look at that. You have thickness. You have mobile eraser, whatever that means. Lasso, stroke eraser. And if you take that off, it's just line erase, basically. Tap it to erase, basically. You kind of have to stroke it though. Giggity. But yeah. Oh, anyway, about the nibs. So these nibs, it comes with. So basically, with the Boox No Air 3C, you get a nib. Obviously, with the pen, you get the nib with the pen that comes with it. And you also have to get 5 or 6 other nibs. I ran out of those nibs within 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks. The nib that came with the Pen Pro was the first to go. That lasted maybe 5 hours before it was unusable. The only And this is why I recommend just not buying the Pen Pro. If you don't want to erase it in that manner, you can just not get it because the other pen feels better. But also because I believe, and it's just my belief, the pen that it comes with is the pen that everybody's going to get around the world. So they chose the higher quality tip. I believe they chose the higher quality tip. This is the tip that came in the original pen, the pen that comes with it standard, and it's lasted me months. It just got to this point pretty much just now. Maybe it's me, maybe I've learned how to use it because it's so valuable, so fragile. Or I believe they sent the higher, it looks the same, but the higher quality tip is in the pen that obviously more people around the world is going to use. So they picked the higher quality one, I guess, so people won't complain as much. But for the free tips, and the one that comes in the secondary pen, the Pen 2 Pro, like I said, the nib is basically useless. Like you're gonna get a day of use out of them. All right, so that's the app. That's the Notes app. This Notes app has changed um, night and day, night and day. Anybody ever tell how thin this thing is? Oh, and this is the best feature. Let's pause this for a second. Let's talk about the case. Now this now this case comes with the device, right? So you have the No Air 3, the No Air 4C, right? This thing is not as light as it shows. This thing is not the lightest thing in the world, especially when reading books. Um, this is not the lightest thing. Nor is it the most durable. You feel like you can break it. I've never dropped it, thank God. But I feel like if you drop it, it'll break for $500. This cover, I'm telling you, like I think the No Air, because after buying this device, I did research. And I looked back at the No Air 2C, the No Air 2, and the Tab, whatever. This is the first time in Boox history where they have a trifold case. Number one, this feels nice and hard on the outside, soft on the inside. It has the last for the pen. It has magnets everywhere. You have magnets there, you have magnets there. This is everywhere. Now, if this thing is closed, meaning just like that, I have little to no doubt that this will protect the device. That's number one. Number two, you can fold it in 3 different ways. Okay. So you have this mode, which is probably the dumbest, but I'm sure some people have use for it. You can also go like this, which is probably with 90% of people because it's more like a traditional laptop, but also the speakers on the side. The bottom side. So a lot of people are familiar with bottom-facing speakers, MacBook, and you have this mode, you have the other mode, and then you have this third mode. But I never liked that way you fold it. I don't know how other way they can do it, but you also have that mode, which is cool. I can draw on it like that. Does anybody hear that? But yeah. Let me see what else. What else? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to explain to what a lot of people, especially on Reddit, were saying as far as they don't understand what I mean by 3 modes. Okay, so as you can see here, even on the lock screen, check this out. So I use a different finger. We can actually close it on the lock screen. Like literally any screen that's shown can become your lock screen. The device is completely off, and it can even off screensaver the lock screen. How many screens is that? But yeah, so that's your first um, screen feature, is to be able to. This is what saves battery life. So when people say even with e-paper, who makes this device says e-paper saves battery. No, it don't. The nature of a screen that's this big, 10.3 inch, on a device this thin, physics tell you that's gonna have sucky battery life, and it does. But this is one of the features that allows it to save battery. Just this alone, you have whatever you was working on showing when the screen is off. All right, so that's the first one. Um, let's see, second screen mode. Give me 1 second. Just 1 second. I think it's security. I'm not sure. Let me see. Is it security? Oh my god, I can't find it. Oh wait, you know what? So it's not in settings, right? I was going into settings. That's one thing about this thing that's kind of weird. Again, I gotta be careful because yeah. So it's not in settings. You have to go to apps, screensaver. All right. So basically, this is new. Um, so you have transparent, right? You have transparent, which is what we just showed, which was whatever you just was seeing is being shown at all times. You have clock calendar, which now has color, if you can see. Apple, Samsung, Kindle, Super, 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 whatever that thing is called, Super Note, Kindle, Super Soft. This has color. Look at that. And you have calendar. So this is all wallpapers when the screen is off. You have the calendar. You have images. And again, this is what I was saying about that picture earlier. I'm a fan of the picture, but I don't like her face. Her face is hideous. What's that called back in the day? A butterface? Everything looks good but the face? I don't know. This was what I was going to show when we made the review. This was going to be the screensaver. We never got into that. But again, this is our last day. Last day. You can put a short note. I still don't know how to work this because there's no settings down here that tell you. But yeah, you have short note. That's new. And they have the regular clock calendar. And they have transparent. Okay. So transparent is the first line. There's the first line of defense for saving battery. So whatever let's just say you're reading a book, you press the power button, the screen is no longer on, and you're able to read. If you want to turn a page, you use your fingerprint power button, and you turn the page. You turn it back off. You continue to read. That's how you save battery. The first level. Second level. would be, I forgot. Oh my god, I forgot. But I know the third one. No, no, no. Okay, okay. Let's see, power off image. So that's self-explanatory. Why can't we? What the hell? Hmm. Oh wait, the screen's off. Oh my god! Wow. All right, so all right, so this is when the screen is off, right? So again, I forgot the second one. I really did, but the first line of defense for the battery is to have whatever you're reading, whether it's a book or whatever, to be shown when the screen is off. The second line of defense for battery, because this battery sucks, is what I'm about to show you. But for right now, I'm going to just show you a book real quick. Alright, so you have a book, which is in color, right? Look at that. The screen has gotten sharper since the update as well. You download it. Yeah, I wish I showed you guys all of this, the Neo reader and everything. But yeah, let's get to the goodie. You can just use your fingers to zoom in and out. Let's just say you're reading this for school or whatever. You can turn the screen off, and just like that, you're not using it. And another thing about this, you can have it to where every time you turn the screen off, Wi-Fi. See, it actually does it. See, look. Turn the screen off. And I use the fingerprint sensor. Where is it? Ay, ay, ay. Turn it. And then the Wi-Fi turns off. Sakura. Alright. Now, I'm going to turn the whole thing off completely. Power off. You seen that? You're all seen that. Look at that. It's off. I can hit the power button all I want. The thing is off. So what is this useful for? For exactly what you see. If you let's just say you have a picture of something that where an iPad, you just have that. Like I said, this is for note taking. With an iPad, you always have that battery burning in the back of your head. You always feel rushed. At least I know I do. You feel rushed. Now, say this was a real picture of a person, and you wanted to draw it, or if you wanted to get a message across, like you hold a sign that says help wanted, or can you help me afford this tablet that I just bought for 500. Whatever you want, you can show it. You can draw somebody a picture all day, every day, for months at a time, without having to worry about battery life. The device is completely off. This is no joke. This is no gimmick. The device is off. How useful is that? We talk about battery. How much battery is this taking right now? Nothing. Full disclosure, it does take a little bit of battery just to keep. When this thing dies completely, which is weird because I don't know why what I'm about to say happens, but there will be like an exclamation point forever. So if they can keep the exclamation point when it dies, why not keep what? You know what I mean? Like, that's weird, but this will last for months. And this mode off with the picture showing, it's not until the battery's completely dead where this will go away and it will say charge basically, that will last forever to my knowledge. It never really dies. There will always be something on the screen. But yeah, let's turn it back on. Yeah, I really do love you guys, man. This is a bittersweet moment. If you guys find a new channel, which I don't know when, how, where, why, But yeah, that's all I can say for now. I'm gonna go back and rewatch all the videos, and this is how it all started. If you guys want to know how the channel started, we spoke about that in the first hour. Um, it was really good information. I didn't leave anything out, to my knowledge. Everything that happened happened, and I'm glad people, especially the day ones, was actually able to. I was actually able to express it to them and how much they mean to me in this channel. Um, with this Hello Watch 3, we got so lucky from having the finances, the motivation from Zolotech and AliExpress and TMU Shop Like a Billionaire, the past experiences helping the future, which was my past businesses, led me to shop on AliExpress and get the camera gear that I didn't even need. I just wanted to look at it with the wonderful Vivo that I bought that's better than this, right? And then this came along from a want, right? I wanted a smartwatch for cheap. Happened to like an Apple Watch. I didn't know anything about an Apple Watch. And then on top of all of that, it gave me free content, a cheap Chinese watch, was able to have software updates and a lot of them, and meaningful ones and changing ones. And it was just a great time to start a channel. And then we were away for about 6 months, something like that. We came back. Our first video back for season 2 was the anchor video. If you go back and see the anchor in the funeral, I mean, it's in the graveyard because I hate this device. Don't buy this. This is the Anchor 733. But at first I thought it was Anchor. That's Anchor. That's not. They don't have no pull like that. Come on. It's just YouTube. Like what was happening last year is not happening this year. That's why you see what's in my photo was fully unleashed in season 2. Sorry, because you know, I mean, I imagine we have other things. We have other things to review. We could review a litany of products, but I don't think it would have mattered. I don't know. Like the video we put out with the UFOs, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, so we put the video out 3 times about how to film a UFO. The first one started out really good. It was like, which compared to this whole year, the whole season 2, this one started. This is during the height of the UFO craze thing. It started out really good. I think it was 150 views in an hour. I was like, oh my god, this might be our biggest video yet. And then it just stopped around 323, 330, 340. So we uploaded again a different thumbnail with Gideon of all people, one of the biggest YouTubers, 13 views. I don't even think that high. And then we put out a third time, which had the monster and P Diddy drawing. I think that has 4 views, and I'm gonna say 24 hours by now. So that's like that's not even possible. Some of the biggest stories, some of the best videos, some of the best art, even for people that's already subscribed, I clearly not getting the message because, and like, what is the channel doing? What have we done? What have I done on the channel for YouTube to do this? And then I got a notification or whatever that showed them actually say, for your safety and everybody's safety, they are limiting the reach. That it wasn't even big words like that. I think YouTube said, oh man, what was the word? Basically, they are literally telling you they're blocking your videos, because you don't have enough subs, but you can't get subs. I can't quantify it for you guys because when for somebody who don't know, we're not talking about thumbnails, titles, video quality, thumbnails, content. We're not talking about that stuff. Even if you have all those things lined up, Google search analyst, the proper tags, because you don't have the amount of numbers, they say they will literally block the reach of other people. So people can't even search you. But how are you supposed to get more subs? It's just it's a rigged game on top of, and that's pretty recent. I mean, if you guys look season 2, the anchor video, that is literally a relic of the last season in that style of video. Once it reached, that video has been 500 views for the past 2 3 months. There's no way. There's just no way. And the second version was better. And and let's talk about the elephant in the room. That's when we made one video and then we would re-upload it again with a different thumbnail. First off, that was just organic. Second of all, obviously YouTube is copying it. YouTube is copying it because we were the first channel to ever re-upload a video with an entirely different, not only a different thumbnail, but an edited video. Right? If you look at um, the last one from last year with the Pokemon and the pink, the Barbie, the watch, that was probably the one. They just keep getting better. The first version of that had no graphics, and the thumbnail was right. The second one had graphics, spell check and everything, and a freaking thumbnail that took a lot of time with the Pokemon and all that. That and they did pretty good. I mean, what can I say, right? Small channel, you know, um, 700 800 views plus another 400 500. That's pretty good. But the point is, we would make a version of the video and just put it out, and then we would go back and make it better and put out a bigger, better video. And now YouTube allows people to have the same video with multiple thumbnails to test to see which one works. I wonder where they got that idea from. I wonder where they got that idea from. We were the pioneers. We were pioneers for a lot of reasons. That's just one of them. Having the same video with two different thumbnails. Another way we pioneered was the Hello Watch. People were reviewing the Hello Watch. I know, like a lot of the channels, I know people probably don't um, remember, but I took notice. The Hello Watch was just another Apple clone. Like nobody really paid attention. People that reviewed it was like, that's pretty cool, blah blah blah, but they didn't really care about it. It wasn't. It wasn't until we had made our review for the Hello Watch 3 with our funny videos and memes and shorts and everything that this actually became a second market household name. For people that don't remember last year, it went from, say, at most 4,000. People were getting 32 and 28 and 22,000 views for the Hello Watch 3. Like, we created an industry for this thing, and I'm not taking credit. That's just what I noticed. And what else did we do? There's another one. Beast mode. Beast mode. I haven't heard beast mode in a while, but there was something else. Oh, part 1 and part 2. This is really recent. Beast mode. Everybody's saying beast mode now. Beast mode, but also part 1 and part 2. In the last like 2 or 3 weeks, every video that I see has literally part 1 and part 2 for something that used to be just one video. I don't know. It's just things that we noticed. I noticed, and you know, it was one hell of a ride. Like I said, there's no copyright strike. There's no nothing. There's literally nothing wrong with the channel. But for reasons that we mentioned earlier in this video, it's time to go. It's time to start over. It just happened to be 2025 coming up, which, you know, if you're superstitious, everything's for a reason. Or if you lived, you notice that things happen for a reason. There's nothing wrong with the channel. There's no strikes. There's no anything. There's no beef. There's no drama. There's no anything except the actual platform. You know, we're not in favor of the platform. I don't know how. I don't know why. I could think of a few. Yeah, we've trolled the name. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Isn't that how Boogie2988 got his start? By going into the comments, linking his stuff, and then when people come, they see it by the millions, and that's how you pop off. What's the problem? I don't understand. I don't understand. And watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. You see this? Look at Anchor. This is Anchor's doing. I've done this with a freaking laptop USB port and it doesn't do this. So basically I have one cable. I have one cable that's charging both. It's piggybacking off the energy. But look at this. One is charging. Are they both dying? They're both dying. Look at that. That's Anchor for you. That's your Anchor for you. Uncle Anchor. Look at this though. I like these lights. Actually, I should have done this from the jump. What am I doing? Look at Uncle Anchor. Cause watch this. Look. It's freaking plugged in. The bottom one is the tablet, but the top one is just these. I just took it out the wall. Now watch me. It's not charging. Right? And check this out. Look. So you see I'm not lying? Full battery. Full battery in the second slot. Or the first. It don't matter at this point. They're not charging. Go plug it back in. And because this is a non-conventional configuration, I have to, because of Anchor, I have to plug it in, plug it back out. Or plug it out, plug it back in. Well, hold on. Plug it out. Plug it back in. Oh my God. Hold on. Plug it out. I have to plug it natively. Now it charges. And then I have to plug it back this way. Please don't buy Anchor, people. And now it works. But what would be the point of that happening in the first place? Can somebody tell me what would be the point of it just stop charging? This cable right here. I thought this is a 6-inch cable. The one that I'm using to charge it is a 6-foot cable. Guess which one was more expensive? If we count it by the foot, then it'll be this one. But they were the same price. This is a high quality cable. These are high quality lights. The only I guess bad guy would be Anchor, right? The only bad guy would be Anchor, right? High quality cable, high quality lights. Long cable costs just as much as the short cable. These stop charging periodically. The only thing, the only bad guy in this situation is Anchor. I'm telling you guys, don't buy Anchor. There's other brands. They're no better. They're overpriced. They're too heavy, and they don't work. They don't work. All right, so let's put the lights back on, and I'm going to show you guys that. I said we was going to mention a new channel. We did that already. I don't know when. I don't know how. I don't know what to call it. There's only two things that I do know, and I'm gonna tell you in a second. Let's put the lights back. Let's log in. You have to put the password after you power it off and power it back on. So give me 1 second. All right. So before we get to the beast mode video, let's just talk about the new channel. The new channel is not gonna have anything. I can tell you right off the bat, it's not gonna have anything related to this channel. It might not even be the same type of channel. I don't know what it's going to be. Um, in my heart of hearts, I know that it's going to be lives and shorts. It's going to be lives and shorts for the prime. It'll probably be 50% live, 30% short, maybe 20-25% original content by yours truly, and or clips like Johnny Somali. I know people. I'm gonna lose a lot of views just saying that name. Is he still in prison? That's crazy, man. Shout out to Johnny Somali, man. He got us combined 50K views in like less than a week just by 2 videos. So shout out to him. We have a lot more unreleased Johnny Somali. I mean, hours worth that we should have released on this channel, but we didn't. And this is the end. Again, there's nothing wrong with the channel. There's no strikes. There's no anything. It's just a feeling. And because of YouTube, there's no real views anymore. We're not favored by YouTube. We've been marked. You know what it feels like to be marked on digital, like on Google? Do you know what it feels like to be marked? Marked means no matter what you do, no matter how good a quality video you put out, you're not gonna get any views. The UFO video, beautiful, very educational, it hit every box. Great thumbnail, great tags, great description, straight to the point. There's no recourse for having 4 views in 24 hours. There's just no way. It dropped from Anchor. I don't know what happened during the Anchor video where it hit 500 views in like 2 hours and then just stopped and never went up. Not even on my end. I could see on your end. You might go, oh, that's pretty sucky. Maybe it'll update in a week. No. On my end, it's plateau. There's no. You can put a video of a cat, and you're gonna get 1 video a day at least. It's just stopped at 500. Right now it's probably 540. There's just no way. And ever since then, we've just gotten better and better. The Anchor video, the other Anchor video, the Apple Watch video with the music, the other Apple Watch teardown video with the music. There's no copyright strikes. There's nothing. But what are we to do? We can't keep pulling out content. I know people say pass through. Keep growing. There's no system. Keep going is having better thumbnails, right? Keep going is having better descriptions. Keep going is having better content. Keep going. Is having progress. There's no progress. We're not the first one to say this. People have been saying this for years. YouTube. But wow, it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I never thought I'll talk this much. Let's just show you guys the best, the beast mode. Let's show you guys the beast mode video feature tutorial right now. Okay. Okay. Well, before we get into the beast mode tutorial, since we're gonna hit the browser, let's check one thing real quick. I'll be right back. I gotta get a keyboard. All right. Thanks for waiting. Hey, guess what? So it's okay. We got some time. All right. So let's check out something real quick. Let's see. Since the update, you can literally switch the orientation like butter. I mean, this is annoying how fast it is. But let's see if one of the biggest bugs has been fixed. I like that angle. I like that angle better. Alright. So let's go to Brave because we don't use Chrome anymore. But before we do that, let me clear my history and talk amongst yourselves. Hold on. God damn it. Hold on. Let's see. Alright, so we delete our browser history. Alright, so now let's go to a new tab. Let's go to UFO. Oh wait. So first we gotta pair the Bluetooth. You know how to pair your Bluetooth? Let's pair this one. Let's see, function F3. You're gonna hear a chime. I think it did the thing already. The bad thing. I think it did the bad thing already. But let's just check it out. So we connected to Bluetooth. So let's check yahoo.com. Social Security. Okay. Let's go. Let's go to Yahoo Mail. Alright. So right now we're typing something, right? Let's see if that bug still exists. The bug is whatever I'm typing, once I connect the freaking Bluetooth keyboard, or disconnect for that matter, these words will be erased. So if you're in the middle of something and you want to start typing on Bluetooth, your work will be abolished. So let's see if it still does it. Let's get off of Bluetooth. You see that? They haven't fixed that bug yet. Look at this. Look. Let's connect back to Bluetooth. Let's go. Let's type something obvious like you, right? Oh snap. I've written so many U's, my hands cramp. Let me get on the keyboard. Let me connect my Bluetooth keyboard. So I'll connect Bluetooth function. F3, it connects. Hold on. Maybe I gotta disconnect. Function F1. Look at that. Look at that. And that's for everything. That's not just the browser or YouTube or Yahoo. This is everywhere. I thought they would fix that, but no. So if you're in the middle of something on the Boox device, if you're in the middle of typing a Word document, whatever, let me try something. Hold on. Let me try Google Docs. Let's connect back. What's going on? Alright. Let's try Google Docs. Once it connects, it's fine, but that's not the problem. The problem is when you're typing something, Google Docs. I don't know. But basically, if you're typing something, right, and you connect or disconnect the keyboard, whatever you was working on gets erased. That's still a bug. Alright, so let's get on to the beast. Ow. Alright, let's get on to the beast mode. Alright, so this is more exciting. Okay, so first I'm gonna tell you guys why we decided to go on Patreon. Even though we haven't yet, and this is a better way to do it because we give it to you for free, but you gotta watch the video. If you don't, you pay for it. There's this YouTuber, right? We're gonna go on YouTube anyway, so you might as well. YouTube. I'm gonna show you right now. Let's go to youtube.com. Before this battery die. What is his name? I'm gonna say it's not Tronics Fix. What is his name? It's not Tronics Fix. No, it's not this guy. Even though he made good videos and stuff. Look at that color though. Look at that color. Oh my God, is it Trap Fix? I don't think it's Trap Fix. I want you guys to see. I think it could be Trap Fix. Trap Fix. I think that's it. And back to Tronics. Does anybody know an old guy who has like a young daughter and he got his whole family working there? I think he calls his dad Mr. He calls his dad Mr. something. His dad take apart the electronics. He fix them. I think his daughter packaged them or something. And it starts with a T. I forget the name. Not Tronics Fix. Oh my God. I haven't watched his channel in like 3 years because I think he's just rubbed me the wrong way sometimes. But let me see. Electronics Fix, Mr. Boss. That's not his name, but that's what he called his dad. And what he does is fix electronics. Let's see. ELECTRONICX. I can spell fix. Big Boss. He calls his dad Big Boss. That I do know. Big Boss. Big Boss. Come on. Did he quit? I'm sure he still has a channel. What the hell? I want to. Does anybody know in the comments? Is this it? Oh, I think I found it. North Ridge Fix. Yeah, this guy. Look at that. Another Zolotech. Amazing talent. Somehow able to support his whole family with only less than 500K, but that's not the point. So if you now listen carefully, if you go to this channel, it's not Tronics Fix. I know it's something. He calls his dad Big Boss. Why do you have these people? That's him. That's the other guy. Who the hell is that? Oh, that's Jay. Is this a video? No, that's his thumbnail. Like that's his. Anyway, that's weird. But yeah, this guy. So basically, what he was saying, which I learned from, is one day he had a broken cassette tape or whatever, cassette player in the 80s or the 90s, and he went to a small shop, and the shop owner told him, um, uh, he asked the shop owner, "Can you fix it?" And the shop owner said, "Sure." So the shop owner literally took 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds to fix. He probably went like this, he said, boop. Oh, your thing's not stuck anymore, right? 2 seconds. He fixed his device, and the guy, I think he was young. I think he said he was in like early college or high school or whatever. He said he grabbed the device and was like, "Thanks, oh, that was cool." And he headed out the door. And he said the guy called him back. And he said, "No, that's $50." And the guy was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "It's $50." And he said, "You ain't do nothing. You just went like that." He said, "Yeah, $50." And the guy, he couldn't understand, so that the old guy had to explain to him that even though it took him 2 seconds, that's good for him. That's his productivity. He's able to do it faster and get more customers. But for the customer, he charges the price accordingly because even though it took him 2 seconds today, he had to learn it, practice it, get good at it, take his time, his energy. Plus, he has things to support. For the person even to walk inside the building, he had to make money to fund it based off that knowledge. Like a doctor, charge people a lot because they got the knowledge, they took the time, but they also have student loans and stuff to pay off. It's expensive, but it's not even about the money. It's more about the education. Like you can learn how to fix something, but will you? And that's the price that the person is charging. So I'm saying all that to say, beast mode. Beast mode isn't a mode. There you have it. Beast mode is not a mode. It's kind of a mode. It's a settings profile that I'll show you in a few seconds. It's a settings profile. There is no beast mode. You have HD, you have balanced, you have fast, you have ultra fast, you have regal. That's it. There's no magic beast mode. Sorry to be a little misleading, but again, we took the time, many, many weeks, months, to figure something out because I knew it had to be something better than what they're giving you. Of course, like anything, right? But everything you need is in the settings right now. That's everything you need. And again, we're gonna show you it for free. You can also get on Patreon if you just want the tutorial. You want to watch the whole video and have it in the description today, tomorrow. But it's all settings. We did the time. We found it. Hey, Tronics, Tony 3. Hey. So basically, as far as beast mode, it's not a mode. We called it that because we discovered it. I don't even think Boox knew about it, to be honest. But it's good to put labels and names on things, especially if they're positive. So we called it beast mode, but it's just a settings profile. And the reason why I think a lot of people, not really on YouTube, but on Reddit, especially Reddit, and that's another reason to get rid of the channel because we don't want to have any affiliation with Reddit. Going forward, I don't think we're going to use Reddit. It's so bad over there, but um, yeah, the reason why some people were upset that we was going to put something that's so helpful and so cool and on the quote unquote paywall or whatever, Patreon, which a lot of people do. I mean, every smart YouTuber does that. Was because again, like you stated earlier, it's all available to you. There's no added anything. It's just taking meticulous tasks, the task of meticulously checking over and over and over and over and over again to find the absolute best settings. And that's what we've done here. And it shouldn't be a problem to pay or to be a member to find this, because if we put this on our Patreon and we actually fund it, we'll be able to do more, just like with the Hello Watch, right? NFC. And actually, I don't think we're going to buy another Hello Watch 4, 3, but the NFC problem um, was an uneducated problem. On Windows, at least Windows actual system files, you can get it to 1 to 2 to 3 kilobytes, right? Because right now, if you go on your computer, the smallest file on your computer right now is 4 kilobytes. This has 1 kilobyte. The program we had was less than 1 kilobyte, so it would have been able to fit on this. But at the time, I didn't know any way to make a program to save as 1 kilobyte. When you're typing the program, yes, it's like 0.9 kilobytes, but when you save it, the formatting makes it 4 kilobytes with the Windows system. But very recently, I checked Windows, and there's a lot of system files, that comes with Windows. That's like, I checked 3 different ways. In 3 different programs, I had to like double and triple check, and in fact, they are in fact 1 kilobyte, 1.2 kilobyte, 0.8 kilobyte. So I had this watch, was working today, which we're not gonna buy a new one. We gotta move forward. But if you go to the Patreon, we have a tutorial that will show you exactly how to do it. Now we're not Linux or MacBook or even really Windows like that, so I don't know how you would get your files down to. We have the save file, but if you can somehow copy the code and make your one is 0. I think it was like 0.9465 kilobytes, which will fit on this 1 kilobyte NFC. You can have so much. You can have basically tap to pay. You can have basically unlimited, ability with NFC. But enough of that. All right, so here's beast mode. Should I go? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go this way. All right, so this is sorry for the wait, and I hate to end it this way. This is actually the last video, and it's showing something which we didn't put the Patreon out at all either. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys the trick. Don't be mad at me, but there's no beast mode. It's just these 5. Out of these 5, HD, which is the slowest, balanced, fast, ultra fast. Which one do you think is beast mode? Which one do you think is the fastest? Is it Regal? No. Is it ultra fast? No. Is it fast? Is it balanced? No. It's actually HD mode that's the fastest. And the trick is, let's turn the volume down, because the trick is, I'm gonna just pick a random video. You see how I was blinking? The trick is to hold it down. But wait. That's not everything. Trust me. That's not everything. But that's part of the trick. The part of the trick is to have it on HD mode, where it's blinking, refresh, right? And then grab it just like that. Now, keep in mind that when we discovered this, it was on the old software, so it did not look like this, right? We didn't have vivid mode. We never had vivid mode. It wasn't even optimal, but let's just say optimal and custom, right? Now, just because the trick is to hold it down on HD mode, which is kind of fascinating, right? To think that HD mode would be actually the fastest, which is kind of cool, because most people don't think of stuff like that. Like, who would think HD mode would be the fastest? Who would even test that? And why are these videos so short? What's going on? Okay. But that's not all. If you think that's all, why did it just do that? What am I doing? All right, real quick, cause we wanna we gotta do other stuff today. But okay, so to your, okay, so there's three things I want to say. First one is that there is no beast mode. We made that up. We just explained that, and that it's a profile, it's a settings profile, and we named it and we owned it because we did the work. Okay, so that's far as the name beast mode. The trick is to have it on HD mode of all modes, but you refresh, and let me see, let's skip to a better spot. All right, so you refresh, and you hold it down really quickly. You hold it down, and there you go. The quicker you hold it down, the less ghosting it starts out with, and the ghosting never really returns. See, look at that. That's black. You can see the colors. His skin contrast to the black. You can see the details and the lines in the background. You have the green. The background really is green. You have the white outlet right there. You can see the prongs in the outlet. On video, it's still going. Look at that. Now, before I get to the settings, I gotta show you one thing. This was the actual beast mode. Where is it? Oh my god, I forgot. Like this, I'm just hit desktop mode. Yeah, is this it? Basically, it looked like this. So if you go in the settings of the Brave browser, you can have it where none at the bottom. It was slow right there, but that was a good example. There was nothing in the bottom, which gives the pixels more time to refresh. Probably like a quarter of a millisecond. I cannot find the settings to where it does that. There's a setting on the Brave browser. This is on accessibility. I actually turned it off. Simplify view for web pages. No, that's not it. Anyway, time is running up, but um, trust and believe. If you get the Brave browser, there's a setting that will appearance. Let me see. Or is it media? Ad mode, night mode. I really can't find it, but it's not important because you basically just seen it. Oh, here it is. Distracting elements. Alright, so watch this. Let's refresh. So this was the true beast mode. Okay. So we wasn't gonna call it beast mode. It just happened that way. This was the actual beast mode. Wait. With all the settings I'm about to show you, um, and everything, on top of this setting on Brave, which now seems to not work, that was called beast mode. So basically, I'm not going to waste any more time. Basically, the only thing that was visible on the screen is the video. That's it. There's none of this. There's none of this. Just the video. The problem is when you tap beast mode, you have to shift a little bit. You have to just be able to move the video up and down slightly. That's the trick to it. You have to move it slightly. When you're in that mode, it's just one screen. So there's really no way. Am I making sense? There's really no way to scroll up and down real quick like that to hit beast mode. And they should come up with something where you can just, like, I don't know, maybe we should have like a little plastic rubber finger, like very thin, where you can just hold it in place like that. I mean, people have done less for more. Look at Apple. People have notches on the screen. Like, come on. You can have like a little rubber thing to hold it down for you in place. It could be even a stand, to get into beast mode. I'm telling you, this video quality is better than anything. Look, let's go to ultra fast mode. I'm gonna cut myself with this. Ultra fast mode. It looks nice the first 2 seconds and then it starts clipping. Once the clip starts shifting, it looks bad. It's actually don't look pretty. It doesn't look that bad. Alright. But if you look, his face is just red and see all the fuzz? We're talking about beast mode. Alright, I promise. In the next 2 seconds at 4:45 we should be done. Okay, so this is the official beast mode tutorial for the Boox No Air 3C, No Air 4C. Okay, so first off, there is no beast mode. It's a name that we came up with for a settings profile. That's number one. The trick of beast mode, let's go to a different part of the video. It's more action. This is he just gonna stay in that one spot? Okay. The trick is you have to go to HD. When it refreshes, I usually refresh again real quick and I grab a section of the video and I pull down. See that? So now it's running at HD. Whatever algorithm they use, I think what it does is it speeds up the process in the between time when you touch an HD to make it faster, but that's in the settings. And those settings are now this. Let me, I'm really, if this was like a real video, which it is, I would like change everything to default and show you guys exactly what default looks like versus my settings, our settings. Because of the lack of time, we're just going to show you the settings and explain them to you, okay? So if you want beast mode right now, without any changes, if you like the way the screen looks, the trick is just to tap a corner somewhere on the video, slide your finger down a little bit, in HD mode, not fast, not balanced, HD, and there you have it. But there's more to it. These settings are new to us since the update. That's our fault. That's my fault. We should have done a review. We should have done this actual video before updating, but we're here nevertheless. So let's start with high contrast. You don't want high contrast on, okay? For browser, you want to go to optimize. You want to have it at 325 ppi. That's this is hours and hours and hours and hours of testing. All the color settings, all the other settings for each DPI. What does that mean? That means all the settings with 326, 325, 324, all the way up to 640. That's worth Patreon, right? We've tested all the settings with we've tested individual settings 640 times per setting. That's crazy. So for a browser at least 325 ppi, you want to turn off use app original and set it to 325. Turn on all these bold font anti-aliasing, and automatic refresh when switching pages. To go back to automatic refresh when switching pages, you're gonna see that in the other settings, but basically we have that one. You have to go to a different setting to change this setting for some reason, but it basically means within 3 seconds the page refresh. I mean 3 touches. right? That can go for books, like when you read books. For me, I like to do video because when you scroll, about the time you scroll and find what you want, typically, it'll refresh right where you want it to be. When I say refresh, I mean the real refresh. So there's like a refresh one and there's refresh two. Refresh one is like, and you still see some blurs. But after 3 taps, it does a full refresh, and that's what you want. So look, one, two, right? It's gonna refresh a little bit. With three, it's gonna refresh twice. Now we gotta tap it four. See, look, you did it twice. And that's how you get these wonderful colors. The same thing for video. Tap it once, tap it twice, you tap it 3 times. You hold it, let it refresh, boom. You can see the hair strands. I mean, come on. Alright, so now for more settings. We didn't have vivid. We just keep it on optimal. Before optimal and vivid, we had custom. That's the only setting that we have. Everybody's eyes are different. Let's go to custom. Everybody's eyes are different, but basically this is our setting. So dark enhancement, it basically dramatically changes the darkness or the brightest contrast. We keep that at 25. Vivid enhancement, you don't need that much. We keep that at 2. And color brightness, we keep that at 0. Again, I wish we can go into detail, but time is of the essence. So, okay. Now here's the important part. Here's the important part. Here's the important part. You're going to want to go to HD and hit this button right here, refresh mode more. Okay. Now here's the important settings. Drag to refresh is at the minimum, right? Basically off. Actually, no. System refresh, automatically full refresh after dragging and releasing. We have that off. That's basically just gonna cause you more problems. Let me charge this before the Boox die. I can tell it's gonna die soon. The battery. Alright, so you got your nice light. Alright, so again, on HD mode, this is just gonna cause you more problems. It's like a full refresh for each drag. That's basically defeating the purpose, especially because you have to hold the screen and slightly drag it, but also because it's unexpected, right? We have that setting at 0 as well, right? This is new. You're going to want to have it on throttle. See right there? The one on the right, not the one on the left. You put on one on the left, see what happens. And you hit this button again. This gives it a little kick. This, I think, is intermediary or whatever. Now, so that's when scrolling the page, you use basically off and throttle. You want to use throttle and then current app. This is the setting from the last one we were saying, where it takes 3 taps to refresh. We do 3 taps because, like I said, about the time you find what you want, by the third refresh is when you basically stop scrolling. When you basically stop scrolling, it's on the third refresh. I mean, the third time you press the screen, and it refreshes to basically HD right in front of you every time. That's just me. Some people scroll for 10 or 15, but right now, the other ones were preferences. This is a must, okay? So when you first get it, the Boox is going to be, I think, 50 or 500. They changed the settings, but you're going to want to put this at 0 to check this out. This is the most important setting for beast mode. Because look, the animation filter, let's put it all the way to that max, 3000, right? Let's put it all the way to the max. Oh my god. Okay, so it's 3000, right? All the way to the max. Remember, we're looking at the very bottom. This is the most important feature, most important setting for beast mode. Okay, so let's just, you see how slow it is? Just without touching anything. Let's go back up. Just without touching anything. You see how incredibly slow that is? Look at that. Now if we even go to beast mode by tapping it, it's not as smooth, it's more ghosty. It's still in beast mode, but it's way more choppy, way more ghosty, right? And this goes for any setting, basically. This is a horrible video to do this, but you can try it yourself. Alright, we're almost out of here. So look, beast mode on this setting is not as good, and it's told by just this, the animation refresh. You want to have some look at it, some pep. You want to have some pep, some speed. This ain't it. This mode by default, or this setting by default, is going to make your stuff choppy. Beast mode or not, right? You can go to regal mode, and it's probably worse. I never tried beast mode and regal mode. It doesn't work. Wait, let's see. It kind of works. See how choppy it is? I don't think that's the actual video. No, I'm looking at it not through the camera, but in real life, it's not supposed to be that choppy. All right, so let's go back to HD. Let's go back to more. Now let's take the animation filter down to 0. See that? Now look, let's refresh. And you see, look, it's trying. It's doing the math. It's algorithmically. Like, look at that. It's trying. It's bad, but it's a lot smoother. It's a lot faster. This is really a bad video. Hold on. 4K video. Let's try a different video. I apologize for, I don't know what that video is. Alright, let's try Norway. Alright, let's refresh. Let's go, look at that. Look at that. Now, this is beast mode on the best settings. This is when you go to beast mode, and this is when you're not on beast mode. But you see how it's kind of trying, like it's. This is HD mode. This is for books and pictures and stuff. Not even pictures, just books, text. HD mode. That's 300 ppi for blacks and white. You see how much activity, how much just motion it has? Like it's trying to do stuff. And then you go to beast mode. You refresh. You go to beast mode. And it just has less, almost no flicker. It's beautiful, right? And then if we go back to all the same settings, 100% same settings, but if you take animation filter, let's just go standard. Like I think it was around like 500, because there's no way they set it at 50. There's no way they set it at 50, and it goes all the way up to 3,000. So let's just keep it at that. I think it was like 500. Okay, so let's refresh. This is how slow. If there's any setting, that's more important, it's this, the animation filter setting. See how slow it is? This is not the normal video. This is by default just a crawl. So the most important setting. Well, the other ones were colors and stuff. Everybody's different. But if you want to do beast mode, the animation filter, look at that. See how fast it is? Look at that. So when you refresh and go to beast mode, it looks beautiful. See that? And like I said, since we updated, they added stuff. Let me show you what I mean by added stuff. If you look at anybody's old video, you will see that this throttle stuff, this throttle, that wasn't there before. So now watch this. This is everything else. Regular beast mode. But watch, we go to beast mode. See that? Look, we're trying. Look. This doesn't work. We're pulling down, we're holding. Doesn't work. So I guess the two most important settings would be to have it throttled up and to have the animation filter at 0. You do that, you have it set at HD mode. You watch your video, you refresh, and quickly hold it down. And there you go, beast mode. They should have, again, like a little finger, like a little rubber finger that you can have on the screen at all times because it is multi-touch, right? You can scroll up and down while it's being held with another thumb. So you should have like a little plastic thing, capacitive thing to hold it down. Always have this HD video on your Boox device. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I love you all. It was a great ride. It was a learning experience for a lifetime. It was a lot of hope that you gave me, a lot of something to look forward to, something to work on. Yeah, I wish I could have expressed it more. For that, sorry, but it's time to make a change. It just so happened, if it was June, this would still happen. It just so happened to be a week from, or 2 weeks from 2020, no, a week from 2025 New Year's. So, if you're superstitious, everything's for a reason. And so, that's that. I can't believe it's over. But with every end is a new beginning. Love you all, and have a great one. Hello.